Sometimes people look at my smiling face and think I don't have any trouble. In fact, one time a university student said to me, "Well, it's easy for you to believe. You have a good life. You haven't seen the trouble I have." And I said, "What?" In my work in the hospital, I work with cancer every day. I've seen people die. I know what it's like when people cry out in pain all night. I know what it's like when people have chronic diseases, and I've done research on mutant babies. In my coroner's work, I've done hundreds of autopsies. I've seen accidents, car accidents, airplane crash, suicide, rape, homicide. I know what a body looks like after it's been lying alone in a home for days, unloved, and it comes to me slimy, green, and purple, with worms crawling in and out of the nose. I haven't seen problems, and you can say, "Oh, well, that's your professional life. It doesn't touch you personally." But my personal life, it has been difficult too. I have heartaches, I have disappointments, I have pain. In fact, in my family and extended family, we've had so many problems. We've had death, we've had chronic disease, handicaps, disabilities, dementia, psychological problems, and frankly, friends, we've had terror, torture, and kidnapping. We've had situations that seem like a soap opera. They're so unreal, you might not even believe them. So there's no way anyone can say, "Oh, Cynthia, your life has been easy. You haven't seen anything really hard like I have, or you haven't suffered." No, that is not true at all. So what encourages me to go on? Why do I talk to people about God if I know life is hard? Friends, that's part of why I talk to people about God. Here, we do not live in paradise. And there were years that I struggled with trying to make my life perfect and my family life perfect and make a little heaven on earth. And friends, I imagine some of you have tried that or are trying that. The problem with that is when you are trying to make life on earth perfect, it's very discouraging. You can't make it happen, and you spend a lot of time and energy working on it to make it happen. So the things that help me to have a positive attitude and also encourage me to share with others, despite all the horrors that I have seen and experienced. One is just accepting life on earth is not heaven. Another is that the Bible tells us in the book of Romans, chapter 8, nothing separates us from God's love, not death or famine or persecution or hardship or nakedness or peril or sword. Nothing separates us from God's love. So friend, whatever you are suffering right now, you may feel really disconnected from God and His love. You may see someone you love suffering. It can sometimes be hard to believe. But as I say, God's goodness shines through every trial. You'll see it if you wait a while. So ask God to help you get through these hard times. And what is the main thing that helps us? Jesus told us before He left earth, "All power is given to me. I will be with you always to the end of the age." And friends, when we know God is with us and He loves us, that helps us so much because, as is said, life is hard, but God is good. He makes everything into something good for those who love Him.